y'all, and welcome to my channel. I am currently cooking at the moment. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button for more notifications. We are here to talk about love, marriage, and Huntsville. Okay. Now, normally I'm not cooking, but I said, let me do two things at one time. Knock this out because I got mad stuff to do. Hello, somebody? Hello, somebody. Don't ask me how I'm cooking this. Just listen to me and what I'm talking about, okay? Pay attention. I'm just cooking. It's going to be good, though. I wanted to talk about love, marriage, and Huntsville. Have already heard, but if you didn't hear, you would be hearing it from the first time. Mel is leaving her love, marriage, in Hunts Point. If you're from NYC, then you already know that I've been calling it love, marriage, in Hunts Point. If you ain't never been to Hunts Point in the Bronx, I'm gonna just fill you in. Hunts Point in the Bronx is a location that's just raggedy, run down, it's ghetto, it's trash. That's pretty much how I view Huntsville. Not the location Huntsville, but the show. Very trashy. Mel is leaving the show. Can y'all believe it? I'm just seasoning up these boneless chicken thighs. Mel is leaving. Let's take a little look at some of the things that she had to say.
So let's get into it. I have watched this season of filming and the scenes I've been in and the clips that I've seen and I've been privy to. I've watched, and the one word that I have come up with that I would use to describe all that has been going on and the people involved, there's one word which I've shared with my team months ago, and that word is delusional. The word is delusional. I'm like, they delusional. Like, this is crazy. I've never seen me firsthand someone who has been a victim of something be attempted to be made out to be the villain, right? Until this show. There are some parts that I will say due diligence was not done. Due diligence includes asking the other party as a production team, asking questions versus just running with what one person says.
We're going to discuss her leaving, and we're also going to discuss a little bit of the reunion. Did y'all see the reunion? How am I going to watch the reunion? I'll sit down and watch the reunion, and I ain't even really see the show. It's like, this is about the 23rd season of Love, Marriage, in Huntsville. It's the same storyline. You miss it. You miss a season? Don't worry. You already know. You already know what it's about. You already know what it's about. So it don't matter. It don't matter. So her leaving is no shocker. In my opinion, I always felt as though Mel should have honestly left a long time ago. I just kind of felt like the Scotts, Destiny, have always made their storylines behind Martell and Mel. And it's, how much are we supposed to take? It's the same annoying storyline. Y'all pushing this woman to be around her abuser. And it's us against a bunch of pick-me's like Kimmy it's just really it's raggedy. It's run its course, and I just feel like it's really, in essence, promoting abuse. It's really, in essence, promoting black women to just be treated horribly. As if we don't see that enough on like Zeus, as if we don't see that enough on the news, on social media. It's just like, and I'm gonna touch on Carlos King. I used to be a fan of his, not anymore, because I just honestly feel like he pretends to be an ally to black women. I love my black mama. I love black women. You know, he's friends with everybody. He gets along with everybody. You can't be friends and get along with every damn body. And are you really for black women when you're allowing this abuser? You have yet to fire him. And it is that I just don't understand. So when people turn around and say, hey, it look like they sleeping together, I keep my mouth closed. Because that's what it looked like. That's what it looks like. So, but let's talk about why Mel is leaving. She should have been left, in my opinion. She's a lot better than I am. I know I'm a Scorpio, and I know she's a Scorpio, and I know everybody is different, but a lot of us Scorpios have a lot in common. You know what I mean? She's very centered in her path with the Lord, and I'm here for it. I would never knock anybody for doing that, but me personally, it's no way that I could have been on that show that long and not whoop somebody's ass. But that's me. That's why my friend is like a this girl I know. She's like a reality TV girly. She wants to be on reality TV. She asked me if I would ever be. The short answer is no. The long answer is hell no. I personally would never be on reality TV. Why? Because you do me the way they was doing Mel on Love, Marriage, and Hunts Point, I'm going to have a mugshot. That's just me. That's why I don't for the life of me, don't know why she wasn't handing out ass whoopings like lollipops. Am I happy she left? Yes, to protect her sanity and all of that. Now, for me to find out that production was behind production and Dustpan Destiny, this is why I would have had this is why she's stronger than me. She's stronger than me. I would have told them people where to go, how to go, what to do. Baby, I would have been folding them like beach chairs. To find out that production and Dustpan Destiny was behind insinuating that Mel groomed Destiny. This woman has children. This woman has a business. And no, I don't agree with everything that Mel does, but that is the most egregious thing you can accuse somebody of doing that is 100% innocent. You are a grown woman. You looked at this woman as your friend. And one of the episodes I saw where Dustpan Destiny was talking to Mel, talking about, I'm sorry, I love you. Like, sorry that their relationship ended the way that it did. Just to turn around, and the second episode I saw, she's talking crap about the girl. It's just, it just boggles my mind. All these seasons went by. You never said nothing about grooming. And now y'all would play on that and insinuate. I would sue her right out of that garage. She calls a business. Her right out of that cubicle. She calls office space. Right up out of there. Big D. It's going to be Big P for prison. Because that's where you would have to go. You accuse me of something I know I ain't do. And something you know I ain't do. And something you ain't even got the proof for. These people have businesses. These people have, but it's to be expected. I think production, showrunners, or I think they're extremely messy. I think it's just anything for a storyline, anything for a click and a view. And I just feel like when people have that mindset, there's no longevity in that. Yes, it might be quick satisfaction right then and there. Quick in a hurry. But in terms of longevity, when it comes to success, it's not. It's that your career will be very, very short term if you're willing to do anything and everything for a click and a view. Where your morals, ethics, standards, everything goes out the window. Baby, that career is not going to last too long. We might think it might last long. We might think, oh, they got this many views, or oh, they're over here taking pictures. Oh, their show is on TV. Carlos King, the path that you are going down, a lot of your shows are going to be in the shitter. The fact that a lot of these women are dropping out like flies. Akeisha dropped out. Mel just dropped out. They're sitting around accusing Carlos King of being worse than some of these other white folks that they have collaborated with or worked with. It's really sad. It's really sad. And you would sit there and think that, oh, because he's black, he likes to lead black women into believing that they will be taken care of. You don't care about those black women. And I knew Carlos and Mel's relationship was strained when they had that sit down at his little tour. After he did that stop with Mel, he had to cancel damn near every city. Because who was checking for you? Who was checking for you by yourself? Who? Nobody. Nobody, baby. Nobody. It's just, it was really sad how they did Mel. Extremely sad. Oh, that's my chicken. I seasoned it. I'm gonna add some more seasoning, but for right now, I'm gonna chop some stuff up. Yeah, like, he's playing a dangerous game. And it's like I could never forget what he did to Candy and Todd. Like trying to steal Escape's story for a biopic or whatever. Trying to steal their entire story. Behind their back without their permission. Like, you did Candy dirty. He is willing to lure black women in, make it seem like he's an ally, and then turn around and stab them in the back. And it's really sad to watch because I guess I was such a fan of his, but you know different than them. My opinion, you really know different than them. All right, so let's get into why I chop these onions and start crying. Let's get into the reunion. First of all, I really watched the show. I already told you that. I only saw a couple of episodes. But let's get into the reunion. I did see the reunion. It popped up on my For You page on YouTube. All right, let's talk about this reunion. So it starts off by obviously assuming that calling the Tisha and Marceau a power couple. I'm like, is the power couples in the room with us? Because we can't even say Martell and Mel were a power couple, because now looking back on it, it seemed like Mel was doing all of the work, because he hasn't succeeded at anything since they broke up. So I can't even say that was a power couple. She was doing it herself. He was tagging along. You could tell. Boy ain't got the good sense God gave him. So they start talking about the whole revenge P. And Marceau is defending Mel. I want to start off by saying, y'all can hate me for this, I'm starting to like Marceau. He's starting to be extremely funny. I'm starting to thoroughly enjoy the banter between him and Mel. He's keeping it very lighthearted. even though me personally, I still think he's like a douchebag when it comes to his marriage. But I think he is starting to make good reality TV for whatever it's worth on that show, you know? So he had me laughing a little bit, the couple of episodes that I seen. But he was defending Mel, and this is what pissed me off. I kind of thought that for the reunion it was going to separate Mel and Martell, at least because she had a restraining order out on him. It was a no contact. So I'm like, why are y'all even in the same room? That part I just didn't really understand. Maybe somebody in the comments can explain it to me. As somebody that has dealt with DV and a narcissist and having all that stuff on paperwork, I don't know what it's like to have to work with them. But I would have thought either way, Carlos, if you ultimately respected black women, if you ultimately respected them going through abuse, you would have separated them. Mel didn't want to talk to him anyway. She wasn't addressing him directly anyway. Separate them. And it's the fact that y'all continue to ask him questions. He is a narcissist. There is no asking him questions. He's a fool. And the thing about it is, he was talking in circles. None of it was making sense. He didn't want to ask direct questions. Kept putting it back on her. And the only thing about this season that I did like was the fact that, the Scotts got a taste of their own medicine. Finally. They got to see that side of Martell. The side that Mel has been complaining about all the time. He's a narcissist. He put the battery in Mel's back, the battery in the Scott's back, so that Mel and the Scotts could go against each other. I wouldn't put that in the water if I were you. So that they could go against each other. That's what narcissists do. Narcissists are the devil. They are the devil, and they like to cause division. They have a low self-esteem. So that was his plan, was to cause division. But everybody on that stage was holding him accountable. So he was just talking gibberish. He was talking gibberish. It didn't make sense, and it didn't add up, and we all knew he was lying. Then he would admit the truth and backtrack. They're not going to arrest you for harassment communications for no damn reason. You know what you did. Then they started getting into, I'm going to put more curry. Then they started getting into Martin Luther King, Mr. Potato Head, Maurice Scott. I be so sick of Maurice. So we know it was a lot of stuff going on the line about him getting the DUI. I guess he wasn't convicted yet. It don't take that long to get a conviction for a DUI. Unless you're going through trial. Maybe he took it to trial. I don't know. But any sensible lawyer, if they have evidence that you were under the influence and you blew and it was past the limit, any person with any lawyer with some good sense will tell you, just don't take it to trial, especially if they got evidence. So maybe he didn't get a conviction, but people on Facebook, a lot of the pick-me's defending Maurice, defending it all, the stupidity of it all, said he wasn't convicted. He wasn't convicted. That Mr. Potato, Uncle Fester sat up there and said they haven't reached. Yeah, it hasn't been resolved. It's still an ongoing thing, which I think he's lying. I want to say this: the only time I had clapped for Carlos ate Kimmy up. See, Kimmy and Uncle Fester, they like to play these word games I don't think Kimmy was always like that, but I think because she's a pick-me, she's morphing into her husband. He gives her the lawyer a jargon and the running around in circles, the fast talking, the really I'm gonna get over on you kind of verbiage that he uses. You say A, he says, well, the definition of A is, and the possibility might be, is A. It's A. Don't gaslight me into thinking that it's something else that it's not. But because she's a pick-me, she's riding for Uncle Cheeto. Cheesy Cheeto Man. He ate her up. Let's take a look at that.
Got into the accident. Where were you in between the time of Black and your arrest?
Traveling.
You were traveling? By car?
By vehicle.
Okay. Were you alone?
I was the only person there.
Was Kimmy the last woman you were with before you got arrested?
Absolutely.
Okay. You and Kimmy, did y'all leave together or leave separately?
We left separately.
So, Kimmy, you went home.
Are you speculating that I went home?
I'm asking. Oh. Were you
It's a speculation.
Okay.
Because the whole line of questioning is a speculation.
I like it, Carlos. I like it.
I actually watched the show. I actually listened to what people say. And as a journalist, I'm able to take in information.
Okay.
So you said in a scene that I watched, you said you were at home and...
It doesn't mean when I left Black, I went home.
Okay, so perfect. Were you at Credit One after hours listening to Teddy Pendergrass or...
I haven't done after hours Credit One before.
Okay, so when you left Black, where did you go?
Kimmy gets on my last nerves, and probably second to Martell would be her and Destiny, that I really cannot stand. Like, I can't stand her more than her husband. I felt she was just like, are you insinuating? Lady, we're going off of what the police report said. That's what we're going off of. Your man left wherever he left at 4 o'clock in the morning. He got pulled over at 12. What's not clicking? So from 4 a.m. to 12 p.m., he was on his way home. Hello?
Gone.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in.
What's really good? What's really good? Like, none of it makes sense. And then these stupid pick-me Facebook pages, Love, Marriage, and Hunts Point Facebook pages, it's like they want to gloss over that part and somehow figure out how to blame Mel for that. How? Everybody outside of the show has been questioning, where were you? She was worried about where you was. Now she went from she was at home nervous about where you was to I know where he was. I was with him before. It does not add up. Even if you went home, whatever time you went home, it was way before 12 p.m. Like, sis, don't play in our face. If you like it, I love it. You want to stay with Uncle Fester, stay with him. Please, by all means. But don't be playing in our face, gaslighting us. This is why she defended Martell so damn much. They all like to gaslight, backpedal, and pussy pop. And nobody has time for that. I know I don't. But it was just weird. And the fact that, disparaging my name, they made it about Mel when the producers told Mel to bring up the whole lipstick stain. And they made that whole thing about her instead of, nigga, where were you? What were you doing? What's the status of your case? You can't talk about it? Okay. You're not good at lying. Y'all talking about, oh, you're disparaging my name. Whole time you was disparaging your wife's name. Libido Beedo Bumba. You talking about, you like when she rolls over and suffer through it and she going through chemo. That can't be more, that's more embarrassing than the damn lipstick stain, which was said outside of the show. What ready? Oh, this is my chicken. I done seasoned that. That looks good. I don't know if it looks good to y'all, but it looks good to me. I'm gonna put a little bit more seasoning. Got some cloves. Yeah, it really makes no sense. With Mel leaving, I don't think the show is gonna last long. And that's not because I like Mel or don't like Mel or whatever the case may be. It's because Kimmy and Uncle Fester Kimmy and Maurice don't want to reveal the truth and be transparent. And if they were more transparent, they would have a storyline. Nobody wants to be transparent. Everybody wants to lie and hide behind Mel. So with her not being there, what would be the storyline? And he's saying, oh, next season, it'll just... Y'all had 30-something seasons. You're on your 500th episode. What are you going to tell us? You haven't been transparent at all. Throw the whole show away. As I said the last time I reviewed this, throw the whole show in the garbage. As far as I'm concerned, it's not worth it. It's very toxic. It seems like it's a toxic work environment. And do y'all even get paid that much to really be cutting up to that degree of accusing somebody of grooming? You don't get paid that much. I'm sure you probably don't get paid that much to be carrying on the way that y'all carrying on. Then to find out that Kimmy knew that producers asked Mel about the whole lipstick stain. She knew, and then to be basing in Mel's face and just really going off on Mel, it's like you got all that smoke. One thing y'all all know on my channel, I cannot stand to pick me. You got all this smoke for Mel, and it's like, are you serious? You don't have that smoke for a man that continues to embarrass you in public, but you have all that smoke for a woman that you knew was going to ask them questions because it's a part of your job. It's a job at the end of the day. It's called reality TV. And if you ain't going to do reality TV and show the real in reality TV or have a storyline in reality TV, get the hell off. See the show last long. Last at all. I don't see it lasting. But anyway, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think the show is going to last long? A lot of pick-me-anas say that the show is going to last. And good riddance. Mel's gone. Your hairline is gone and the show is going to be gone. All right. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button on for more notifications. I'm out. Bye.
Denver's World Hair Care line, an all-natural hair and skincare line. We have amazing apple-cider tea tree root rinse for dandruff, all natural with all natural ingredients, and most importantly, affordable for you, your spouse, and even the kids. We also have the amazing papaya body oil, and baby, it smells amazing. Don't forget to head over to DenverWorldHairCare.com. Use promo code WINNING for 20% off to see all the amazing goodies.